7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, you're like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, presented by TLR Coatings and Leatt Protectives, right?
That's right.
Okay, cool. We kind of established that last show, but I wasn't sure, so I thought I would ask how are things going at Leatt?
Going great, man. Just released the goggle. I don't know if you guys seen that or anything.
Did.
Ryan Sipes.
Yes.
Ryan Sipes.
Sipes is awesome. Goggles bulletproof, boys. You guys see the video?
Haven't tried one yet, man.
No, I haven't.
Go to the Instagram page, check it out. Took a 22 round point blank, and they're selling like hotcakes. So
You can give me a set to test this summer, or for
I
a
mean,
video?
you guys want to do a review video?
Yeah.
What about the boots?
Let's do it. Hey, if you guys want to see a review video, then
I mean, what do you think I'm trying to get all this free product for? Just because
One
of
of
like
them
free
boots.
shit,
One
or
of them boots gonna be available, bro.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Huh?
What?
what are we
What?
talking about?
What?
What? Go look at old boy's boots real quick.
All right. So anyway.
I don't know much about them, but they've been sprinkling them in a little bit, so.
Oh boy.
This is like the
I
Scott
don't know.
situation.
I don't know if they're coming out or what the deal is. I don't know a
Reminds
lot
me
about
of
them.
Scott boots in 2007. Nobody's supposed to know about them.
All right, let's just get back to this. So anyway, like we said, we're presented by TLR Coatings and Leatt Protectives. So make sure to visit them. Links in the description below. If you want to help support the channel here, just like, subscribe, comment on the video here is huge for us, especially subscribers. We're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We're at 852.
We've established we're gonna do a special type of show for that too.
Special type of show.
We don't know what it's gonna be.
I'm in.
And
Hey, if you guys got any
and
ideas, drop a comment below and
yep.
see where we can go from there.
If you want to follow us on the other social medias, we try to keep up with that as best we can. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. How's the Twitter following going?
To be honest, I have been slacking a little bit.
Well, me too.
We didn't get a
Join
retweet
the
from
club.
Dean Wilson, did we?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Cole,
I
you're failing
mean,
at this.
I don't know. Maybe I've just been saying too dumb shit, I guess. I don't know.
There's no such thing on Twitter.
Alright, cool.
That's okay.
Alright, got the boss's approval.
There isn't. So anyway, if you want to help support the channel, Amazon links in the description below. We get a small slice of that. It will redirect you to a page on Amazon. You don't have to buy what it directs you to. All you have to do is literally click the link. Boom, you can go through Amazon, buy anything after you click the link.
Buy one of these.
Buy one of those on Amazon for your kid.
Buy one for your kid.
Buy one for your kid. Super protective. We'll test one of these this summer maybe too.
Why are you having a kid?
I mean, I'm not planning on having any more.
It's not allowed to be talked about.
Okay.
But, I mean, I'm sure I can find somebody's kid at the track to put this on and have him crash in it.
I would like it to be your kid.
You want his kid to crash?
Well, my kid is a 4-year-old who hasn't swung a leg over a bike yet, so I would prefer her not to fall off in the first week. So, and this looks a little
will
big.
protect her.
This looks a little big for her.
We'll negotiate. We'll negotiate. Anyway.
Anywho, so yeah, so like I said, click the Amazon links down below. Literally costs you nothing. We get a small slice of it, and we can afford then to maybe get a different backdrop, maybe get some t-shirts.
Maybe get Travis a bigger stool.
Maybe get me a bigger stool so I don't look like a midget here. If you want to help, also Patreon links down below. You can donate. We will send you something like the shirt off Justin's back, or maybe this Leatt thing, depends how much. The Detroit hat. I don't think anybody cares about Detroit baseball on here, but maybe, you never know.
Maybe we'll have Justin autograph a Thor sweatshirt.
Or a Thor thong.
And we'll send it out. I don't know about a thong,
Thors
but
don't make thong. Okay, that's got weird. Can we just...
Anyway, what's the other thing I'm thinking of? Oh, you can buy a t-shirt off Teespring, and we are actually going to have some new t-shirts printed. I got a new guy. I got a new guy. Why do you think I asked what your t-shirt size was the other day?
I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you just wanted to know what everybody's t-shirt
I got a
size
guy. I got a guy now. I got a guy.
was.
so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for
Is that a
that.
black market guy?
No, he's a nice guy. Coated some bike frames for him, man. Nice dude. Name's John.
Is there
Great
horse
guy.
trading going on?
What?
Anywho,
so Indianapolis, round 11 here. Okay, so Webb, Fortner, and AC are going to win the titles. We will see everybody at Hangtown. Bye.
and we'll see Hurlings there.
And we will see Hurlings there.
Hopefully.
Anyway, so Indianapolis, Cole, you and I were there. Justin, you don't go to races because you suck ass.
Not anymore.
What the track look like on TV?
That was a complete shit show.
Looked like that.
I literally said, when is Dirtworks going to stop putting all 90s in?
Okay, well I don't think we can blame. Does Dirtworks really design the tracks? Do they actually design the tracks?
Yes, I mean,
is somebody employed by Dirtworks or is somebody designed by Feld?
No, Dirtworks designs them, but they kind of like with Ricky's deal, they get the parameters from Gendro and all those guys about what they could do. But yes, they design them, and it's a shit show. Like, when are we going to stop? When are we going to realize that Supercross with all 90s and a couple 180s doesn't work?
That track did.
Well, I will say it made for good racing.
The 450 class and Justin Cooper in the 250s, I will agree.
And the heat races. You can't not say all heat races were not good.
They were
the first 450 heat was stupid. That was a freight train. But I will agree. The LCQs had some stuff going on. Yeah. I just didn't like it. We know that 90-degree corners do not work, especially with how close everybody is.
Yeah, when I saw the track map, I thought I was going to say.
Other than the first set of whoops, like, what was technical about that track?
The first set of whoops that everybody was jumping to at the end, gnarly.
Yeah.
And I think both sets of whoops, actually.
I wish the second set, I know it came across the start, so yeah, I wish they'd have been a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So, like, it really would have made you think, is it faster to stay on top, or as they broke down rhythm through
it really depended, in my opinion, because I saw Baggett go faster across the top of them, but I also seen guys popping out of the second one.
Well, then you could come out of the inside and double in, and then you could just start your rhythm, go 3-3 out, or whatever it was.
That I saw. Other than that, all the rhythms were the same. The one thing I did see that a few guys were only nailing in the main was after that whoop section we're talking about, the
3-5-3, yeah.
They were 3-ing into the corner, and then hitting the big triple.
Did you guys also notice how many people after practice, after you came across the booter triple, like that long transition, people realizing it was just easy to go double and then bounce into the face and try to start up? Because you had to load up on the brakes so much just to time it perfect. Yep. The guys were kind of like landing front wheel in the pocket, so they just kind of bounced in. I think the only other person that was landed like right in the pocket was Coop was doing it a lot in the heat or in the main. I don't know why. I mean, it just used more energy to do it.
Well,
but
one line I liked too, it reminded me a lot of Marv, was I think Oldenburg was doing it. He was coming in and he was tapping the back tire off the second one.
Yep.
Getting a little bit of lift up and setting the front tire down. And
Raft.
I don't know if you guys play Mad Skills or not, but like a wheelie thing.
Heart Raft did it a couple times in the practice and stuff too. I was surprised, even though there wasn't a lot of transition to get your hit your brakes. Hill was 3 into that corner on press day.
Really?
He was going 2-3.
You know, I thought when we sat there, because I sat there and watched the first practice, and I thought, like, could they 3 into the corner? But no one did, and I thought it was weird.
Yeah, the problem is even when he downsided it perfect, like, he was on, you literally had to, like, almost come to a stop just to hit the corner. And then it would have got worse as it started to break down. But I was surprised that somebody like Baggett didn't try it or Hill didn't try it more. It wouldn't have been faster, but I'm surprised they didn't try like sizing it up just to see if you could drop into the corner. Other than that, I mean, dude, it
was pretty basic. I did see Alex Martin accidentally try the triple in the race.
Oh yes.
He almost Leatt yard.
Okay, so I do have one question though. It's the only other thing about on off. Going to the outside. We know going to the outside wasn't faster. But Coop started 3 into that section after the on-off. Did you guys, like, see, was it equal? Like, was it just as fast as trying to...
I think it was pretty equal.
Okay. Yeah, there wasn't a lot
I did see Justin Hill try a line in practice. He went double, and then over the table, and then hit the last single, trying to jump across to that other little stutter bump before the corner, and doubling in.
I was just surprised more guys didn't start fading wide and trying to 3 in, at least in the 450 class, because that face, the third one, was getting so rutted up at the bottom, like, it jarred all of your momentum back, so you're kind of like just floating up onto the on-off. But I mean, other than that, I mean, dude, was that the worst track this year so far in your guys' opinion?
As far as freight training?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So
you really had to force a pass, and that's where guys like Cooper, Justin Cooper, that is.
Dude, he made a lot of passes.
I was very
Fortner in the heat race.
Very impressed with their rides. Yeah.
Are we surprised more people? I mean, it's funny that Fortner being the one guy. More guys didn't go down to that first turn.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure that was gonna be.
I thought Amart, dude. Did you just see how close Amart, like in that heat race and stuff, when he went down, like how close he was to getting his head smoked?
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah, like when he dropped over the backside and whoever it was, just like was it Fortner? No.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't even watched it on TV yet.
When Amart went down, like, dude, his head, like, popped up, and then all of a sudden the bike just, like, went right over his head. Like, it probably was like this much over the top of his head, and if he'd have been a little bit taller...
I honestly called that being sketchy. As soon as I got there and looked at it, I was like, oh, it's not.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, why... This is like the third round that we've done this
Had
now.
a weird start.
Like,
like
why
that.
are we... And Ricky keeps on getting there. I'm surprised more people... Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, because he always... I hate 90-degree corners. That was like more of a 45-degree corner, but he's like, they got to stop doing that. Well, this weekend you get a tight 180. So...
Good.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Into a sand section.
Yep. Awesome. All right, cool. We ready to move on to 250s then?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. 250s, here we come. Okay, 250s. Where y'all want to start?
You gonna want to go from the bottom up?
You know, I want to start with that heat race with Austin Fortner.
Dude.
That heat race solidified his championship for me. I think it's game over.
It's over.
As much as it pains me to say it, because
You guys hate him. I mean, I don't like
Dude,
him.
I mean, he came through, but he made a
hating him.
lot of mistakes in that heat race. He was hustling, and I thought it was going to
Well,
be
you said he was shook.
And for me,
I watched the mistakes happen because I watched him that whole race.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, for me, that just solidified him being the title guy, just because we haven't seen anything like that happen to him this year yet.
Mm-hmm.
To get the start, pull the whole shot, win the race. That's all he's done all year. For that to happen, to get up, still keep composure enough to not wad it up.
And there was like 4 times in the whoop section where he almost like it wasn't even his fault. Like he was getting loose, but it almost like dude's just like moving over on him, and he was just like patient with it. He's like, whoa, like he made a lot of mistakes, but he could have just ragged out into him.
And the other part of it, I was thinking like, we haven't seen him get a gate pick that he hasn't liked yet. And I was like, is he still going to pull the start? Or is he going to be on the start? The competition must not be thinking about him, because if I'm the competition, I'm going to try to make that dude start as far out.
They made a comment, like even Ricky on the thing. I know you didn't get a chance to listen to it. We had it running. You haven't watched it yet. But Ricky goes, Daniel Blair goes, he has no idea how somebody didn't see that gate pick. Like, I guess just a bunch of people just walk right past it. He's going, how did Fortner get that gate?
Get the gate pick that he probably would have picked.
Yes, like they're literally going, how did, like, Daniel Blair was like, I don't get it. I don't understand how he ended up with that gate.
Mystery, whatever, ends up pulling the whole shot, pulling away, winning the race.
Yep.
Well,
game over.
I called him for 6 wins. He's at 5. I'm pretty sure I don't know about the whole Vegas thing. We'll talk about that going in. But I think, dude, he's going to win 7.
Yeah.
Because he didn't win Atlanta, and once again, we don't know how Vegas is going to go. He's going to have the championship racked up. He's going to win 7. I called him for 6. I thought that more than that was impossible. Dude, he's like, is this, regardless of what happened in Atlanta and no matter what happens in Vegas, just the East Coast rounds itself, is this the most impressive thing we've seen since, I know we were just talking about this guy, but since James Stewart? As far as just annihilating, obliterating everyone. Is this the most
like 259 Zebras do?
Yeah, like what? Like what was it 03 season when he ragged out in Vegas?
Mm-hmm. Oh
yeah. Like off that. Is this like the most impressive thing we've seen since 03 Stu? As far as just racing your competition?
Well, I don't think it's.
What about?
I don't know.
It just 07 Villa.
07 Villa wasn't this impressive.
I don't know. It's the same, but it's different, because I don't. It doesn't have.
Didn't Villa win the
It doesn't have the flash.
He did, but he didn't win this many races.
The flash and pure domination that Stu had.
No. Never comparing him to Stu.
But as far as winning and being on point and kicking everyone.
Dude, they made a comment of this. He's led now after this weekend, out of the total mains that they've run, he's led, I think this is going to be 129 or 130 out of 133. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, 130 laps he's led out of 133. The only person delayed is Peters at Daytona and Jordan Smith for 1 lap.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, thinking of that, I just wish Fox would come back with that purple gear with the zebra on it, put Fortner in that shit.
Dude, why can't he show up at opening ceremonies like Stu did in a Lambo?
What?
Stu showed up at a Lambo, dude. His first year opening ceremonies, rolled right into a Lambo.
Rolled right onto the starting line.
Yeah, bro. Pulled up in a Lambo.
No way.
Yeah, dude. It's funny because they had to clear out so much crap.
YouTube this.
If anybody's got video of that somewhere, please send it.
Dude, he's like 16 or so. Is either 02 or 03. He rolled up in a Lambo for opening ceremony.
So he spent his signing bonus and rolled in on it.
Yeah, bro.
I think worse way to spend your signing bonus.
I know, right? That was the year that he goes, dude, the only way he's like, I ride, and this, what I do in my Lamborghini, that's my workout.
Natural talent, baby.
He's like, I don't work out. He's like, I don't lift weights. This is my workout, man.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He said it was in some movie or something.
Now I miss Stu more.
I know, right, dude? Yeah. Comment below how much you miss James Stewart.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hey, if
watch the documentary.
Actually, I think this would be really fun. Comment below, but let's do a show where we just talk about Stu memories.
Oh, dude, I'm in.
We need to get Matt.
I am so in.
We gotta get Matt in and me off because I don't have enough Stu memories.
I am so in, bro. I am in.
The only Stu memory I have is 2014 Detroit, first Supercross I ever went to.
And he told me, he was like, oh, we remember talking about
We made a sign that said Stewart crashed already because that was all I've ever known him for was Wadney.
And then he went out and whooped everybody's ass.
Yeah, so I think that would be really fun. Maybe we'll do that. Let us
comment below if you want us to talk about Stu.
Yeah. Yep. So anyways,
Chase Sexton.
So okay. Fortner, Sexton, Cooper are the three guys on the East, right?
Cooper, and one guy made a comment about us being on the Oldenburg train. I was like, I don't know where you're not. I like Mitchell Oldenburg. You're not. I don't know where that came from.
He's like, okay, but I'm not on the
train. Okay, I like Mitchell Oldenburg. I don't know where he's not on the Oldenburg. Anyways, I was up and down about Justin Cooper. Not, at least for Supercross. Race.
I've been on that train.
That race, you talk about solidifying for Fortner, that race proved to me that depending on who does what goes to different coasts next year, if Fortner's not on the East Coast.
Cooper is a contender.
Cooper?
Yeah.
I think he's going to beat Chase Sexton next year. Everybody's talking about Chase is going to be the guy.
Hot take.
I think Justin Cooper.
He is too.
I don't dislike Justin Cooper. People were all on board with him. He's done great. I believe that as good as he is in his rookie year, and he's shown that he doesn't get flustered, and he's just even keel. He doesn't have highs and lows.
Nope.
Dude, he's going to be a champion one day. He's going to win a championship before he moves up.
And he's educated. He didn't drop out.
He's smart. No, he's smart. And you know what? And I know that there's not a correlation there, but you can tell he's smart his race IQ is insane. Mm-hmm. And he proved that in both the heat race with that whole shit going on with Kyle Peters.
I think 100% there's a correlation there.
Okay. We can talk about that. Like, I know what you're saying and stuff, like, not to get too far, but like I know there's some people like, oh, that's different.
Cooper Webb, he's educated, he's not an idiot.
Yep. No, I agree with you saying. But can we talk about Chase Sexton for a minute? I'm really getting sick and tired. I know you guys didn't see it. You'll have to watch it. I'm getting sick and tired of the excuses.
What did he drop?
He's making excuses like, oh, I was sick and I wasn't riding the best and that wasn't a great day for me. Dude, I like Chase, but I'm getting real sick and tired of his excuses, man. I know that we have a thing in this sport where we don't like to admit when somebody's better. Bro, just admit it, and maybe it'll make you better.
I wish the sport would change that, yeah.
Maybe it'll make you better. Like, stop making excuses. You know Fortner's better than you. I know that it pains you because you guys grew up together.
If I'm Sexton, be like, I would just say that, be flat out. It pains me to admit it because he's been better than me my whole life. Like,
but maybe it'll make you work your ass. I know that Chase works his ass off, but maybe it'll make you strive to be better.
Trying to play footsies or what, dude?
I
mean, all right, that's cool.
Is Martin Davalos just pretty much done?
I heard, bro. Everybody says he's done after this year.
Bro, he dropped anchor in that main. Were you paying attention to it?
Oh, yeah.
How bad he dropped anchor in that main?
I thought he was gonna. Excuse me. I thought he was gonna win the heat race there for a second.
Oh yeah, with him and Peters and Cooper going back and forth.
I think he partied a little too hard the night before.
He parties in Temecula.
So I'll ask you this question.
Sending nudes.
He's never gonna get over that. It's gonna last him the rest of his life.
If I'm him, just run the said nudes butt.
I asked you that to my chick this weekend.
Yeah, I was sad about that. That chick was like 18.
Yeah, no. Was she?
She was a youngin' dude.
Wow.
I asked him this last week, and I'll ask you. I don't know if you know, but do you know if he signed on for outdoors? Do you know?
Party Marty?
I don't know about his contract situation. Do you know? I would imagine that Mitch signed him for outdoors. There's no way they spent to be.
There's no way.
So so I asked him.
I'd park him and I'd move Hammaker or somebody up.
Fuck yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yeah,
I'm on board with that.
We just fist bumped on this show.
Let's just move Jet Reynolds up, dude. Let's just move. Let's move Ryder G Francesco up.
Boo! Boo!
He's freaky fast.
You want to move Hayden Deegan up?
Yeah, bring Hayden Deegan in too. Let's just sign these kids when they're 6. Let's just sign kids when they're 6 years old.
Anyways,
it worked out great for Bishalia. It worked out great for
God.
Let me just go on and on.
We can go down the list on that.
Yeah, let's not get into
Anyways,
that.
so I'll ask you that question though. If he is signed on for outdoors, which unless he gets hurt. What do you think he even does outdoors, dude?
I think he gets hurt in the first 3 weeks.
But what does PC do?
Summer off.
I don't even think I could pick him for fantasy outdoors. Do you think he's even top 20?
No.
No,
in that 250 class?
No, because as far as I know, Hammaker's going pro at Hangtown.
Hammaker is.
Yeah, he's going pro at Hangtown. My buddy.
Marty's not right now.
My buddy.
So that's Martin's spot right there.
Yeah, Marty's not right now.
Well, as far as I know, though, Pro Circuit is kind of like holding off on signing Hammaker, as far as I know, because they want to know what happens.
So they're going to send him on a privateer route.
Probably.
With some support?
Yeah.
Smart.
But think about it, though.
Let him earn his way to the truck.
Think about it. Hammaker's going pro at Hangtown. Derek Drake for TLD is going pro at Hangtown. I think Carter helped. So I'm just talking about different guys that move Martin back.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you're Mitch.
Those are all young kids that are.
And dude, Hammaker is hungry. That kid is hungry.
Well, he just wants to pound Joe Shimoda out. Okay, that sounded really weird, but.
Oh, and you know what? Joe Shimoda and Jet Lawrence are going pro after this year too. They're, as far as I know,
Next year.
Well, I think Joe Shimoda actually might be going pro after Loretta's.
Well, Hammaker wants to pound him.
He does want to pound him because there was some Japanese. Okay. Anyways, that's a whole different story.
We just took a left.
We can't go into that.
Albuquerque there, and
yeah, there's just a lot of controversy.
So getting back, Hardwrap crashed twice in the main, and that was shitty.
Sad.
He was doing well. Do you think he goes somewhere else next year to ride?
Oh, because Rock River isn't the team on your.
I'm just.
He basically called Rock River a not team.
So
bad. That was so bad.
So yeah, Sexton, Cooper. It was just a boring 250 main. Oldenburg fourth.
I dozed.
Amar didn't do. Okay. Well, let's talk about your boy Josh Osby. Is he doing better than you thought?
So that was gonna.
Whoa!
Does he take Hartranft's spot at Rock River and Hartranft move somewhere or what?
I was just talking about this morning with my old man. We were bench racing.
Oh boy!
And
we should get your old man on the show.
Yeah, he would share the hate for Tomac.
Can we talk about John Tomac?
Yeah, he would share the hate.
Anyway, what about Josh Osby?
Osby leads me into my
FXR low-key ride.
You guys ready for it?
FXR low-key ride.
Yes, the Leatt low-key ride.
Honestly, I was gonna say the same thing. So okay, go ahead.
So Osby, yes, he is surprising me. Mm-hmm. In a good way though.
Yes.
That bike looks really good.
Considering
really
all of his teammates have crashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, considering all his teammates, but
Joey Crown.
Yeah, Josh and that bike, it's like they're together. The Hoosiers are hooking.
And Josh has good technique.
The Oleans.
But we know that he's erratic. Josh has good technique,
so
but we know he's erratic.
Growing up with Josh, I know he's all over sometimes. Mm-hmm. Coming into his rookie year, he
Swamp Donkey
ended Martin's life, basically.
I was gonna say he hasn't torpedoed anyone this year, so that's good.
I think he got
he's taken that and he's learned from it, and that brings me my low-key ride because he was down in the beginning of that main. He got into somebody, and he was way in the back, and he worked his way up to eighth.
He passed Henry Miller, passed Jordan Bailey. Did he pass Cunningham? I think so to do what Cunningham
he came from a long way back. Hometown race, I'm sure he had that going for him.
Oh, yeah.
Great ride. Great ride.
Okay, so since there's not too much to talk about, we keep going off track, but I'll pose a serious question, and you made the comment about Hartranft.
Does he get a ride?
Okay, no. See, what I'm saying is, if he keeps going, and we know that team is a Canadian team for outdoors, and if Joey Crown's not on the team, I don't know what's going on with Jace Pennington. The kid can't make it more than one race anymore.
Bradley Taft really shit the bed, too. So
that's another kid that went...
So I don't know if he just came off the couch or what the deal was. But
well, he's out of shape, too.
I know he's not in shape. It looks like he came off the couch.
So, if Osby, they go up to Canada, Jess Pettis, it's him and Jess Pettis. Everybody knows that. If he can beat Jess Pettis for a championship outdoors, if he's riding this good in Supercross, I think he can. He comes into next year, and he starts off doing really well. I know this is going to sound really, really crazy because I know that team has got a lot going on for it. Does Star Racing Yamaha take a look at him?
Osby?
Yes.
No.
I don't think they do just because.
Why not?
Who do they got? LeBlanc. They're that feeder amateur team.
They got LeBlanc and they got
what's his nuts from the West Coast is going there.
Who?
Jacob Hayes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hartranft's moving and Hayes is going there. Unless they bump someone else.
I think Hayes goes to PC.
I hate to get political, but it's all about who you know in the pits.
And I'm serious. Hayes is going there. I've heard TLD, Pro Circuit, and Star are all talking to Hayes.
Okay, so who does Osby go for if he keeps going? Because no disrespect to Rock River, they're a great team.
I think Osby goes to Rock River.
I think if he keeps doing it, he deserves a team better than Rock River.
I think he does.
JGR.
Possibly. North Carolina,
yeah, that
Club
could be.
MX.
Yep, that could be.
He's better than Enzo Lopes is doing. I know that Enzo has had some shit luck, but he's better than Enzo.
Enzo's going to the GPs, is he?
No, that's Lorenzo Curcio.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he's better than Enzo, and I think that if you put him on that JGR setup, and I know you're probably going to disagree with me, I think he could be him. I think he could be Jimmy D. I think he could be a guy like Jimmy D.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that.
He's better than Jimmy D outdoors.
Did Osby make the main in the East-West shootout?
Yeah. I did.
I'm just trying to think of Josh outdoors because I haven't. Sorry, we were talking at the same time.
We can talk. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey.
So
he did make the East-West. He did make the East-West shootout.
But I haven't seen him ride outdoors because I haven't tuned into any of the Canadian stuff, so I can't really put.
It was like Jess Pettis and then him.
Okay.
And he beat Jess Pettis. He won some
couple
motos.
times.
Yeah. Well, dude, he got. I know it's Redbud, but he went like 13, 15 at the national this past year. And I know it's Redbud, but still, it is a national.
I think what he's got going on. He's happy with the equipment he's on.
Yes.
Like I don't know Josh well enough anymore to hit him up and ask him, interview him or whatever.
Yeah.
But
just tell him, yo, I'm Cole.
Hey, remember back in the day when we used to chill a little bit?
I'm now with the Moto Aftermath Show.
And I honestly believe from everybody I talked to, like, and especially Denver, like he's changed his attitude. He's not kind of. We all know how he kind of was in the earlier days. He's mellowed out.
Just maturing.
Yes,
maturing.
He's gotten older.
So yeah, that
start drinking.
My low-key guy. Low-key guy.
Dude, we picked him for Daytona, so I can't disagree with you.
Who?
Josh. We picked Josh because he got 8th at Daytona.
Yeah,
We did our low-key ride for
Without me?
Yeah, we did it. We had to
bro.
keep going. This is a segment.
Dude, did you not watch the show? Look at that mind blow.
Whoa, what is this going on?
Yeah, dude, all of us need haircuts, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Now we're all here.
But yes, no, dude, he's impressing me. I know that he did well at the end of last year, but a lot of guys got hurt. He's just straight up doing it with a full field, and I know Smith's not there.
And another guy that looks pretty good, and he's just kind of there, is Cunningham.
And dude,
they're about the same category.
And you know what the thing is crazy, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard, dude, until 2 rounds ago, he was pretty much doing it with other than a high compression piston, a stock motor. He just got cams 2 rounds ago.
So what is...
Which is impressive.
Well, what is impressive with me, I want to know who's building John Short stuff.
Dude, that looks like a stock motor.
No, he's running stock exhaust on that thing and everything, so...
But, dude, I don't know. Well,
John Short's
I think, Greg Albertson builds all his motors.
No, Merge.
Yeah, Merge.
But, yeah, as far as that, Hartram, however you want to say it.
Hartraft.
Whatever.
Henry Miller did pretty good, too.
Henry Miller...
How bumped was
I'm
sales?
Really heated. Don't even get me started because you're going to get into my fantasy stuff.
Yeah, you sucked.
Oh, boy.
I had sales, switched him out.
Yeah, he got 170.
I had sales, switched him out. He was a 16, he went in.
Did you beat me?
I had Bradley
No,
Taft.
you were the highest out of all 4
I thought
That's what you all get.
I thought Bradley Taft was going to at least beat 2 people at a 12 handicap.
You would hope so.
Nope, got dead last. He was dead tired with 2 laps in.
I got to text Matt. Keep talking. I got to get my phone. I got to text Matt. Talk some shit right now.
Dude,
what are you texting? Talking shit?
Dude, my fantasy... Dude,
TJ Albright, I thought for some reason I went on a limb with TJ Albright. And I got burnt. Whatever, I'm still beating you guys overall.
Yeah, dude, it goes you, I think me, then Matt, then him.
So, I think it'd be fun to have a fantasy podcast, too.
We could do that.
We could do it over the phone, even. We don't even have to be in studio.
I think we could do that for outdoors.
So
we could do that for outdoors.
Comment below. You guys want to see?
You got somebody to film and edit this shit? Because I don't know how much time you think I got in a day here,
I got time.
Oh, there ain't a lot of time.
Anyways,
are we branching out? You gonna give me a segment?
Yeah, sure.
I'll come on the segment, dude. It'll be the Cole and Justin segment.
Cole and Justin, we're leaving. We're having our own show.
Yeah, we're leaving, bro. This is like when Kenny Watson left Mathis.
Shh, I'm talking shit.
Anyways,
you can be our producer.
That's fine.
there wasn't really. Isaac Teasdale made his first main this year.
Freddie Noren made it too, right?
Yes. Yeah, dude. There wasn't. I mean, we're getting to that point. I know that we have 2 more rounds for the East Coast. We're getting to that point where like guys are just kind of like settling in,
just riding around.
I think by the time we get to East Rutherford, you'll see. Hot take. By the time we get to East Rutherford, Osby gets a top 5. Because I think a lot of these guys are.
All the other guys are kind of burnt out, and he's still pushing.
Yep.
Sweet.
I think it'll be Fortner doing Fortner things, Sexton, Cooper, and Oldenburg, and then I think by then Martin is going to be so over it. Amart's probably going to ragdoll in Nashville, so he's going to be like hurting himself.
Something I heard this morning, Martine's 100th start is going to be at, is it New York's Last East?
East Rutherford before the
yeah.
How about this guy? Kyle Peters.
Bro, we need to stop shitting.
Damn good.
We need to stop shitting on Kyle Peters.
We just don't ever talk about him.
We need to stop shitting on Kyle Peters.
Like
well, we're talking about him now.
He needs to ride outdoors. He needs to ride outdoors, man.
I think so too.
Because he's a better outdoor rider than he is in Supercross.
But the only people I hear they're taking outdoors is
Enzo and Amart.
Amart and no, Amart and Hill, I think was what I heard. This.
There's no way they go with one 250
They get rid of Reed's money and put it into.
No, they were literally
take Reed's money.
Interviewed
J-Bone.
Yeah, after the race and asked about outdoors, and it was. Was it Hill?
The Hill thing, I get it.
450.
I call bullshit that they're only going with one.
That was all they had right now.
So where's Enzo gonna? What's
take
Enzo
the Reed money
do?
and give it to Enzo? Whatever.
They need to have another 250 guy out there. Because I'll tell you what,
needs another 250
if Amart starts shitting the bed like he did last year in outdoors, dude, it's going to be a long season for JGR Suzuki. They might as well just say, I'm done. You know what they need to do? Bring Dean Ferris over.
Yeah.
He's got Roman Fevers ride for the next couple of GPs. Bring Dean Ferris over and ride.
Somebody said he was going to Yamaha, depending upon how the Barsha and whatever thing hooked up, but...
No, man, JG's next weekend.
JG's day?
Yeah,
on Yamaha?
We'll get into that in the 450 class.
But anyways,
but as far as Indy and 250 class, boring race.
In case you couldn't tell by how we went off on every fucking tangent.
We went to every topic
race.
but that 250 race.
Yeah,
but
it was boring.
So ultimately, how surprised are you guys that Fortner's doing what he's doing?
More surprised.
Because you guys called me crazy.
I just would really like to see him with pressure.
I just was like,
nobody has given him any kind of pressure yet.
So I'm trying to get more center.
The problem is that nobody on the East can pressure him. There's only two guys, Dylan and AC are the only guys that can pressure him.
And AC pressured him, and he pulled over.
Yep. And we got this whole thing about the West. We'll talk about this before Vegas, and we'll get into it.
Oh yeah, that show after New York going into Vegas.
We are gonna have. We might have to do the whole show just on the whole West Coast because anyways. Yeah, but no, man. The East is becoming very, very boring. I don't know what would have happened had Jordan not hurt himself in Atlanta.
Probably the same thing's going on.
Probably, but I think Jordan would be a little bit closer than Sexton would be. I think Jordan would be the second place guy. But yeah, dude, this East Coast has been just trash. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't agree with that. But anyway,
do you think Sexton would be beating Smith?
Yeah.
I don't. I think Smith.
What did Smith do? And what did Smith
he got
do?
second in the one. He was second and then like
never
running
rode
second
with a busted ass wrist and still got second.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. Can we move on to the 450?
Yeah, we got a lot
more.
We got a little more.
The 450. We got a little meat, a little more meat.
450s.
Oh, it's gonna get heated.
It's gonna get meaty.
It's gonna get.
All right, 450s. Where y'all want to start with this?
Marvin the Martian.
Oh, so we're going from top down again? Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Marvin the Martian, bro.
Can I say I called that one?
I picked him for that win.
I've been waiting for that win for a while.
Did you see the Rocky Mountain Fantasy?
No. I picked when we did the thing. I picked him, and you kind of
yeah.
Dude, he's good at Indy, man.
And that track was super busy and technical. So
I think it must have been Punch Bowl Social the night before.
Can I just
awesome.
Can I just say how impressed I was with the fact of when he got that 3-second gap, Eli and Baggett were closing, and then Baggett after Eli had Eli moments, and as much pressure as they were putting on him, and then the fact that he could just keep it, kind of like what Coop was doing in Atlanta. Just keep it steady and then pull the trigger and just gapped him again.
Yeah,
no, man, bro. No. You don't pay attention.
Baggett.
Team orders.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that happened.
Did you listen to that press conference?
No.
Some dude literally asked him, hey, so you guys were catching him, and then it seemed like he fell off, like, were team orders a thing? And Baggett literally goes, sorry, Marv, I wanted to pass you, and Coop, I didn't want you to pass me. And the guy just like, what a fucking dumb thing to say.
I have a guess of who it might have been that asked. Who was it?
It wasn't a normal.
It would have been awesome if it was Mathis.
It wasn't Mathis.
It would have been
Mathis
awesome.
was out in the pits doing interviews. It wasn't a normal guy. I think it was somebody from Indy.
Marv rode freaking great.
I have an idea. We'll talk about it after because I don't want to shit on anyone.
Marv rode great, though.
I'd like to shit on someone, so let's hear it.
Oh, God. Really? You want to shit on people now?
All right. Let's Cleveland steam into the next guy, Baggett.
What?
So, does Baggett finish outside the top 10 next weekend? Let's go there.
Baggett, I will say, I think
top 10? No.
Baggett was faster in that first set of whoops after the finish line.
Yep.
And that was the only place he was catching Marv.
I was surprised he blitz him instead of jumping him.
I was surprised that he was blitzing the second set.
But he had a really good line in that corner. He was popping from the bottom up onto the crown molding.
Yeah, whatever.
And around. And
that track didn't break down as much as normal, right?
No, not compared to last year, dude. Last year was a shit show. There was ruts from the fucking top of the landings all the way to the pockets.
That's what I thought. It wasn't bad.
So, Baggett, I think he got a little frustrated with Reed at the end. Him and Seeley were battling.
Yep.
Baggett literally flipped off Reed, then chased him down.
I need to go back and watch that again.
Yeah, so Baggett was not happy. I think Baggett feels like he left one on the table.
I don't understand Baggett, dude. I know, you playing footsie with me now?
Dude, we're just passing it along.
Dude, I don't understand Baggett. The weekends that he is supposed to kill it, he comes up flat. The weekends that you don't expect it, he just pulls it out of his ass. Yeah. I don't understand Baggett.
I wish he'd be consistent.
He's having a kid.
Well, he's congratulations to Blake Baggett and his wife. Mm-hmm. He's having his best Supercross season he's had ever, though.
Ever. Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, he is on a mission, and I believe he's going to get another win before the end of this year.
Probably.
Because if he starts out front, he wins that
I know
race.
This is a little down the road, and we're getting off topic again.
That's fine.
But where do we put Blake Baggett outdoors?
Ooh, I know we got the outdoor show coming up, but if he continues...
that depends. If he breaks someone, and if a certain other someone comes over...
If, Jeffrey Hurley. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't know if
maybe...
I think Jeffrey is coming.
So do I.
Yeah, I think so.
All three of us do.
I hope so.
I pray to God.
But just Baggett just hounding Tomac, just kind of waving his weenie in his face that one season.
Maybe 2017. I will crush you.
I broke him. I broke him, and we don't all have famous parents. All right.
Wow.
I don't need famous parents.
That was ruthless, but I think he was gonna back it up until Ando
grenaded him in the off camera.
His thumb, dude.
That thumb with the ligaments were just falling off.
Oh man, poor guy. But
I have to keep my thumbs in here for a second.
Yeah. No. To talk about that for a second, outdoors, as good as he's done this Supercross, and had he not had his incident in Arlington, where he would have rode the next week going into, what was it after Arlington? Atlanta.
When he
that little step up double. Yeah. Dude, I think Baggett would be a lot closer in the points. I think he would be not that far off of where Kenny is right now. Dude, Baggett outdoors could be a scary thing. Right. If he's doing this one on Supercross, and that bike looks perfect for him right now.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be a long... If Hurlings doesn't come over, it could be a long season for a lot of guys if Baggett...
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. How many more times this year does KTM sweep the podium in Supercross?
We got 6 rounds to go.
Yep.
4. Vegas. East Rutherford. 5.
5 out of 6. What one don't they sweep it at?
Next weekend, or this coming weekend in Seattle, because it might be a mutter.
So you're not putting Dr. E or Roxon on the podium for the rest of the year?
Other than next week. Yeah, who are you putting on the podium next week outside of the KTM guys?
Preston Hill?
Fuck you, dude. I swear to God, I gotta stop picking him for fantasy. Who am I picking?
You picked him for fantasy?
Dude, I can't.
It's like stupid.
It's like a carrot in front of you.
That's dangling. Worse than who did I pick that one week? We did all the live stuff, and you guys
picked like 4 All-Stars.
Dude, it's like a dangling carrot. I just want to grab a hold of it, and I'm thinking it. No, for Seattle, I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna win yet.
Marv's gonna do well.
Marv, Coop, and Eli. If it rains. If it doesn't rain, they might go 1, 2, 3 again for the last 6. But anyways, dude, Baggett right now, that bike looks on point, which actually makes me really happy that Benny Bloss is going to have a good transition to outdoors. That bike's going to be working good for him. But no, dude, Baggett, I say if Baggett starts out front in that race, he wins that race. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. Yeah. I really do. Because, dude, all those KTMs, but that bike looks so planned.
Marv at one point, didn't he? He ran it in on him after those whoops.
He got maybe like a half a wheel on him, and then Marv got... But dude,
or Marv squared him up.
Yeah, but that bike looks so planted to the ground. No, not under braking does it, it start to wander on the front end. It does, it just looked perfect.
There was one spot that I saw that I think he was losing a little bit of time. I don't know if they had a different rhythm through the gnarly whoop section, the long one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Coop was going through it to where... Or Marv was going through it to where he was landing on the last whoop and into the corner. Where Baggett's rhythm, he was hitting that last whoop and then using that to like slow him down or something.
Well, dude,
instead of downsiding the very last whoop.
And even in that on-off with him staying tight, like a lot of guys were jumping up, dragging brake, and then dropping in. Dude, he was hitting it perfect. He could literally like land front wheel in the pocket, so he didn't bounce into the landing of the face into the corner. And he was the only one that actually could hit it perfect. He landed like front wheel right at the end of the tabletop. brake, and then drop right down right at the crevice. Where like Eli and Coop were jumping in, and then they couldn't get under braking, and then bouncing into the face. And dude, like that bike just looks the best it's had since he's gone to that team.
Yeah.
And I'm just really impressed.
Yeah.
Like Mac is not known for being a Supercross guy. No, he never has been.
Yeah, and speaking of impressive, let's move right into our next guy.
Cooper.
He's managing this title at this point, right?
the cross rut.
Have you seen all the shit that
and
people said that he should be docked a point?
That's bullshit.
He landed. We talked about. He landed in the apex with Eli ahead of him. He never gained a position.
And he still stayed off of Eli.
If he's on that Yamaha, does he blow both of them out?
Oh yeah, he probably blows off that.
Yeah, that Yamaha doesn't have.
They're both in the net at that point.
The Yamaha does not have Brembos on it.
No, dude. No, man, it's got a stock rotor on the front.
Yeah, that was not. I still can't believe he didn't go down.
But I'm very impressed that he gathered it up like that and still slowed it down.
He stalled the fucking dude. I'm sitting there when he stalled it. When he stalled it going into the booter triple, I'm like, dude, like, because you could see him going like this and nothing was happening. I'm like, oh shit, that bike just locked up. Because I saw him, he tagged the landing, and you could see that he just didn't go for the clutch. But then when it wasn't going, like a good, second and a half, I'm like, oh shit, they just had an electrical problem. That bike's done. And then he got back going, and I'm like, the hell?
Yeah,
and then, dude, he was 8 seconds back of that group. I mean, his composure to close, and I know that people say, well, when he caught Baggett, dude, once again in Daytona, he realized, hey, man, I don't need to beat these guys. Yeah, Marv winning is not great. It's 14 points now, but he's going.
There's my correlation to being educated.
He's like, I don't need to beat these guys right now. And I know that people will talk about Anderson's title. It's the same thing. He knows when I need to win now and when I don't need to win. And dude, that race right there, talk about Fortner, and we talk about that solidified right there.
The difference between him and Ando, though, is Ando kept saying, I want to win more, and Coop's just like,
I don't need to.
I wanted to win a race this year, and now I've won 5.
Because because Coop knows he can win at any time.
So that's where I think
Coop is now
more likely to repeat.
I think he's thinking about outdoors. He wants Hurlings bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if he's going to get him. I don't know if he wants him though. I mean, there's
no. I will lay you money. This goes in the same category under the pro circuits at Vegas, which we won't get into because we don't have time. But dude, I'm with him. I think Coop wants him.
Well, he talked about. I don't know if you've seen it or he's like, I beat Hurlings in Charlotte or wherever. Yeah, I want to beat him again.
Well, and also they had an interview, and it might be from the same one. When he was getting down, people were asking him what kept you motivated, and he goes, the fact that I beat Hurlings. He goes, the fact that I beat the baddest dude in the world right now. That was in the back of my head that I could get back to that point. He may want Hurlings, and I like Coop, but he wants Hurlings, but I don't think he wants Hurlings.
Ooh, I know
that was didn't really make sense, but you guys get what I'm saying. He may want him, but if he gets him, he might not like the result.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does he want him? Like 6 to 9, or?
I think
9 to 6.
Out of 6 to 9.
Out of 6 to 9. Hey, a lot of guys have gotten 6 to 9 this year.
I think he wants him at a 10, man, because I think I'm with you. I think he wants his chance to show him.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, not only did I beat you when you were supposedly the baddest 250 guy, and people are still like you put an asterisk around it because he just won the title. It wasn't really a real motocross track, whatever. But
people like to call Tomac
managing his title.
People like to call the win at Iron Man for Hurlings that was Tomac was managing the title, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Tomac
ate shit trying to catch him.
That was a different story. We can get that's another show we can get. We can talk about Jeffrey Hurlings for a whole entire show.
Oh yeah, okay.
But no.
But you know one thing we can do? Talk about James Stewart for an entire show.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're not talking about Stu anymore. This show.
Anyways, that solidified it for me that Cooper Webb's going to win this championship, barring a mechanical.
Yep. And as far as those three, who got 4th?
Hey guys.
I put an anchor somewhere.
Where's what?
Let me grab my anchor. You got one?
Hey, does anybody know where Eli Tomac is? Does anybody know what?
I'm just saying. I put an anchor somewhere
here. You still got Eli's number in your phone? I need to call him up, bro. Where's Eli Tomac?
We need to borrow that anchor for the.
That was, and we'll get into another person.
Weird, man.
You know what, I'm sick of people are like, oh my god, like if he gets a start, he can run away from people. But when he gets past,
I just opened a can of worms.
But when he gets past,
when he got past that second time, did you not go? That's it.
Yeah, when he got past, when Coop passed him, I was like, it's done.
You go from catching Marvin, not being in a place to pass him, but you could start pressuring him.
So what happened? Did he get tired? Like, what's the deal?
Mentally fucked.
What did we talk about in the pre-show? I said the same thing to you. I said it to you guys. He's had all this pressure to win. Yeah. And what's happening to him?
I didn't.
He's crumbling even worse.
I didn't want to agree with the mental side of it from him for the longest time, but we've seen it too much now.
Did you ever think that Joey Savacci would have the same amount of P1s in qualifying?
Yeah, this is weird too. We can talk about Savacci.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to keep going on Eli though. Was that not the most piss-poor, pathetic performance you've ever seen?
Yes.
His bike didn't have an issue. He didn't go down. Arlington, people are like, oh, he knifed the front end, like, you know, whatever. He could have bent the shifter. We know he didn't.
No, that was horrible.
But he literally just got passed and said, no mas, I'm done.
Mental instability.
And that's not even a Stewart thing right there.
No.
Stu never even did shit like that.
That's mental instability. Because Stu would have got past him and like, I'll get you back.
And he would have either got him back or crashed.
Yard sale.
So Cowie does not re-sign him.
Are we all on board with it?
Yeah.
I'm on board.
All right, all three of us don't think Eli gets
Cowie does not re-sign Tomac because they got the next guy coming up the pipe.
AC.
Yep.
Carmichael won a title for Kawasaki. They didn't even give him an offer. Right?
James Stewart went 24-0 and won a
24-0 and a Supercross title and didn't get it.
And let's be real, Eli wants a lot of money.
Cowie won't pay.
And he's expected to win, and I know that even if he wins, if Hurlings doesn't come over, he wins the outdoor title. Like I always did that caveat right there.
Yeah.
if he wins the outdoor, as much as I hate to say it, the outdoor title is not as much emphasis as the Supercross title. And Chad Reed even made this comment. Eli has been in the class for 6 seasons now. And he has 0 championships to show for it.
You got to listen to the Pulp thing. Listen to We Just Take It. Have you listened to the Pulp?
No, I got to listen.
You guys got to listen.
But yeah, like
to We Just.
On a scale of
outside thought on this.
On a scale of 1 to 10 on being the panic button. For the like that to me, that we could talk about. Okay, yeah, if he gone down or whatever. Where are you on the panic scale with Eli Tomac when it comes to Supercross for the rest of?
I'm over it at this point because I don't think he's gonna mentally have it.
Well, it's done now. He's never gonna win a Supercross championship. Nobody. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm almost 100% positive nobody has ever won their first Supercross championship after their 6th season. He's done. He's not going to ever win one. This was supposed to be his year. People say, well, oh, he had the back injury, but that was actually better for him because he could be tentative and then slowly build into it. He's won 3 races. 1 was a mud race, 1 was a Triple Crown, and 1 was a Daytona, and he's been P1, what, twice this year in qualifying?
Which is weird, too.
Dude, like, I'm sorry. At some point, all of us who have a favorite rider, I don't know who you guys' favorite rider.
So at this point, he's mentally
Ronnie Ford.
Ronnie Ford? Hell yeah, bro.
So at this point, he's mentally rattled. The beginning of the year, outside of the back injury, was it the bike?
Dude.
Do you think they were having troubles dialing the bike in, the 19?
No, I'm sick and tired of that excuse.
I'm just asking.
No,
it's a new bike. It's a valid point this year.
Is Cooper Webb on a brand new bike? Is Cooper Webb on a brand new team?
Is the KTM brand new though?
No, Cooper Webb's on a brand new bike.
Well, yes, but the bike itself isn't brand new. The team had
to me that doesn't matter. Going from the Yamaha to the KTM.
I mean, it's small, but I still think there's something there.
Like you think they had a good base setting because
they have a good base setting,
but they had so much.
But but Marvin doesn't ride like Cooper. Marvin and Coop do not have the same style.
No,
like Baggy and Cooper do not have. So like I get what you're saying, and you're right on that, but. Going from the Yamaha to the KTM, would we say that maybe other than the Cowie to the Honda, they're 280-degree different bikes? Like, there's no bike. That's the biggest gap. And Coop's on a brand new team. Yep. Oh, and people, do you guys hear that Mike Williamson isn't at Cowie anymore? People are like, oh, Mike Williamson. No, why don't we just finally admit that this is who Eli Tomac is?
Can we speculate a little bit?
Oh, boy.
Why is Mike Williamson gone?
Oh, I've heard things.
He doesn't like working with Eli Tomac.
He doesn't like working with Eli Tomac.
Maybe he went from winning all the time with RV to now he's not winning. What? Oh, sorry.
So Savacci,
Savacci.
So
Travis is gonna get a boner.
No.
Go ahead. I already got one right now. It's right there.
Can't put it down. Okay, go ahead with your Savacci, and then I'll.
People were asking me who was gonna win.
You said Joey?
I said Joey.
Oh, I think if he doesn't go down, he has a good shot.
But the Savacci Cinder bit.
That wasn't the Savacci Cinder. That was just that.
His starts were dialed.
Dude, even being a Savacci guy and everybody watches the show, I'm like over the top impressed with how he's riding this year.
I am too.
So I have a question though.
And his gear looks surprisingly good.
I like that just one gear.
Except for that helmet is beautiful.
It looks like
we all know he's got no pressure, right? Because he's number 2 guy.
And I made the comment that that's why I thought he was going to do well this year.
Are you going into what happens when he does have pressure?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to, though.
I don't think he's ever going to go.
You know why? You know what? And I'll ponder
this. He
this.
is now a second-tater guy.
He will never Well, he's riding like a first-tier guy, though, is the funny thing. He's
I
doing
mean,
better
the
than
thing-
he's
the thing
What I'm
is,
saying
though,
is when
is-
AC comes in,
He's never going to... Exactly. So, like, okay, let me ask you that. We could speculate, like, AC comes in, who's going to be the top dog on the team?
AC's going to be the top dog.
Okay, AC's going to be the top dog on the team. Say AC does it, and Eli does it, and hypothetically Kenny goes to that team. Who's the top dog on the team?
Kenny.
Joey is never going to be
a top tier
bro.
guy.
You are expected to win, which might be a blessing in disguise that he's never going to have the pressure to win.
But okay, but let's say this happens. Let's say it's like Coop, where it's like, okay, he's not the number one guy, but then the number one guy isn't performing, aka like Marv, and Joey is performing like Coop does. Then once he gets the points lead and stuff, he starts to fall apart. Do we see the old Savachi come back like from Pro Circuit days?
You know why I don't believe that that's ever going to happen is because I don't think they're paying him as much money as he made on Pro Circuit. So I don't think that he's ever going to be like, oh my God, we're expecting you to win.
He's wearing just one gear, bro.
Like, yeah, he doesn't even have a gear sponsorship.
That's true.
Like, I mean, well, like a big gear, like just one, but it's like he couldn't even manage, like, okay, I'm going to go with Thor. I'm going to go with Fox.
Right.
So, like, to me, I think this whole 450 thing is a blessing in disguise for Joey. This could have not worked out better for him. And honestly, I think it's going to even be better outdoors.
It may be good for his career because he may be a highly sought after second guy for any team.
So can we agree that...
Which in turn will get him more money and more options.
He goes to a Yamaha?
God, I hope not.
Right,
dude, that'll be a career killer. That'll be a career killer.
He needs to stay where he's at.
He can either stay at Cowie or go to Honda, but I think he's going to stay at Cowie. I think that the way he did this year with how much money they're paying him. So can we agree that... we don't know where Jason Anderson would have finished. But like, okay, it's obviously Marv, Coop, Kenny, and Baggett. Those are the guys. Is Joey going to be the next guy to break through that
group?
Is he going to be the next guy?
I think he breaks in. Yeah.
I think he could get a podium.
I think he podiumed. He would have been in the top 4 freight train this week.
Do we agree that he's a better outdoor guy than he is Supercross? Because I think he's a better outdoor guy.
Really?
I believe. I know that his results would say different, but remember that 2016 season, what he was doing in outdoors before he ragged out his brains.
Before he lead at yard sale, the red button?
Oh, that was like a Michael Lessie Falls.
That was horrible, yeah.
So I think that even outdoors will be better. I'm not calling for a win. I'm not going out on that limb. But, dude, for even me being a Savachi guy, he is impressing the hell out of me.
He's been surprised.
He has been good. So let's get in your boy Zacho. Zacho,
where did Savachi finish? Did he get 5th?
5th. No, 6th.
Who got 5th?
Jesus Christ.
Pull the results up.
Who didn't get 5th? Eli got... Barsha did. Barsha got 5th. Barsha got 5th, which is surprising considering he just knocked his noggin pretty damn hard.
Maybe he got prescribed Adderall.
Jesus Christ, man, seriously.
We can talk about that on the Stu podcast.
I hope he comes clean in that video and just says, this is why I took Adderall, this is what happened, this is what happened.
I don't really want to talk about Barsha. I'm impressed. That's good. I want to see him back on track.
Yes.
Let's talk about your boy Zacho, though. That was good. I'll even admit, for how his heat race went, dude, what are you doing right now?
I'm looking up the results.
Dude.
That's the worst possible place to go for results.
Dude, Barsha got 5th. Oh my God, we are not professional. Okay, let's talk about Zach Osborne. Since
I should have the computer up. Anyway.
Zach Osborne, how his heat race went, that impressed me with how he did in that main.
Well, the heat race, okay, again, you're like, oh man, your boy fell off. Dude, he got freight trained, okay?
I know,
single line track, he got pushed to the outside, and literally it was a line of 5 dudes.
He lost 5 seconds to coast.
Okay,
anyways,
yeah,
let's not talk
still...
about. He rode like shit in the heat race. He rode great in the main.
Yep.
Okay, so where are we at? Where are we at on the Zach Osborne train?
I mean, we're steady. We haven't had any like breakout rides.
What do you think his best finish is by the end of the season?
Where's his best one right now?
Yeah, we're pulling up results.
It was 6th at Daytona.
6th at Daytona?
Behind Joey.
It would not surprise me as we get closer to the end here with these tracks, and especially them being kind of questionable here, if he gets top 5 at one of them.
So, like,
fourth or 5th?
From, like, East Rutherford, Vegas, maybe?
Yeah, like, if we get another one line...
What happens if we play the mud next weekend, though? I know that the mud is the great equalizer, but I think for him that's either going to go really well or really bad.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't remember riding
Barsha
in the mud.
5th.
So let's
Osborne, yes.
Let's talk about that 8th place guy. Oh man,
dude, there's another one. I need that. Where'd the anchor go again? It does. Yeah,
Ken Roxon.
God, that hurts me so bad because
he got in behind Zacho with like what 14 minutes and he did nothing. I don't remember the last time I've watched a race and I forgot that Ken Roxon was riding.
So does his
dude? I didn't watch him in the main.
Is it the bike?
Dude, I think this is who Kenny is. He's brought it up, and other people brought it up before you got here with Blake getting hurt and him being at the track seeing it. Dude, I think we're just at a point that mentally he knows it's not worth it pushing it anymore. He's gotten hurt because if he gets hurt again like that, he's done. He might never have full. Dude, I didn't realize he can't even put a suit on. Can't even put a suit on. And never have full movement of his arms if he gets hurt again. And physically, I didn't think about this. Think about it. This is the first time, if you could include outdoors, that he's made a full season.
That is a good point.
Since 2016.
He's whooped.
Dude, I think he's done. Like, I think he's done for the Supercross season, and I don't think it's going to get much better coming into outdoors.
He's overtrained and fatigued.
Dude, it's so hard for me to admit this. I think Kenny's best days are behind him.
He hasn't made a full 450 indoor season since he started, right?
No, 16.
16, which was his rookie year.
Like, he came out this year. He came out this year swinging. I think he's hit a wall
because he won the outdoor title in 14 as a rookie. Him and Tomac came in the class at the same time.
I think he's hit a wall physically.
So what do you think happens in outdoors? Do you think at this point he's like, I'm just getting ready for outdoors? Because I'll tell you what, he had moments last year when he wasn't supposed to, but dude,
I told you I'm not over it yet until next year. I want to see what he does next year.
Well, if we're on the bandwagon that if unless a crazy thing happens, Tomac wins his title, he's never going to win Supercross title. I will give Kenny the benefit of the doubt. If he doesn't win it next year, he's never going to, because this will also be his 7th season, like Eli, going into next year. Yeah. He had the injuries.
The window of opportunity is quickly shutting.
I will say this right now. You guys can quote me on this. The days of Eli and Kenny being the favorites to win championships.
Hot take.
This is the end of it.
This is the end of it.
Yep.
This is the end of it. You got guys like Cooper Webb coming up. Marv, even though Savachi, even though Marv is older, he hasn't been in the class as long. He's doing great this year. Anderson, not going to call it. Cincerella's coming up. You got J-Mar, even though he's going to be older when J-Mar moves to the 450 class.
I think Ferrandis is going to be a good guy on a 450.
Frenchie's going to be good on a 4. I hope he gets off the Yamaha though. Yeah, man, it's not going to get any easier. No. It's not going to get any easier. And I'll tell you right this, like, Kenny and Eli have been the favorites to win championships in Supercross for the last 3 years now, correct?
Yep.
For most people, even with Kenny's injury, people are like, oh, maybe he can muster through. And they're always the favorites for outdoors. Could you guys honestly say that anybody would pick them to be the favorites to win next year title? Who in their right mind would pick either of them to win the Supercross title next year?
After what they're doing right now, nobody.
No.
Because Baggett, Marvin, Coop are... I know Eli just won in Daytona, but what happened the week before that? In Atlanta. And then what happened to Kenny in Atlanta? If AP doesn't go down, he doesn't get 4th. Like, dude, it's done. I think this era is over with. The RV and Dungey era ended a couple years ago. The era of Kenny and Eli is over with. I hate to say that. They're just not up to... They're not on those guys' pace.
Nope. Not unless Kenny comes out next year and just blows the doors off.
I hope next weekend he just comes out and just proves me wrong. But Kenny, please prove me wrong. I know you're not even close to watching this.
But the problem is I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to.
Bro, you don't think anybody watches this show?
I don't think Ken Roxon does.
I don't think Ken Roxon. I mean, if he does, like, I wish he would let us know.
Yeah, Ken, come in. We gotta
comment below.
Yeah, please.
But and I know that everything I just said, I'm gonna get blown up in the comments because people are like, "Well, they're doing this. They're 3rd and 4th." Yeah, well, you know what? They were supposed to go 1-2 this year.
They were supposed to be the ye guys.
They were not supposed to be getting beaten by a guy that had 2 terrible seasons and on a brand new team, and they're getting donkey slapped.
Yep.
Like, they're getting smoked. And a 30-year-old Marvin Muscan is better than them right now.
Yes. And, yeah, so we got Roxon in 8th. That's pretty much... Oh, how about this guy? Wins a heat race.
Dean Wilson!
And then what the hell happened? Dude. Is it because he didn't get a start? Did he wear himself out?
I think because he didn't get a start. I think that this group is... Well, I kind of made the point.
I think he wore himself out in the heat race.
I think he might have, and I think we're at the point that the heat races don't matter to a lot of these guys anymore.
Could be.
I know they want to get a good
a guy like Dean Wilson wants a heat race bonus.
He does. Yeah. He wants to win, especially with the way things are going for him. Yeah, I mean, other than that, there wasn't a lot of surprise for what happened. Like, we're at that part of the season where it's like the 4 guys are kind of doing their thing, and then there's some intrigue with what's going to go down with Joey and Zacho.
Cole Seeley, I was hoping for a little more out of him.
Brayton blew his foot up.
Yeah, dude, he's done.
I think he's done.
He's done. It wouldn't surprise me if he his foot is
dabbed or something.
His foot was already
in the whoops. Yeah,
and he finished.
Yeah.
He was still at the go-kart track that we went to and still had the fastest time at the go-kart track.
Well, he was on his way to the A-Stars Medical Union when Mathis interviewed him.
I think if he wasn't the only guy on that team right now, I know that Mikey's on that team, but let's be real, Leslie's only in for...
How about Michael Lessie Holshotten, bro?
Whatever.
You just cannot be Michael Lessie Holshotten.
I feel that if Brayton wasn't the only... Like, if Freeze was still racing or Malcolm, I feel that Brayton would probably call it. But I think there's a little bit of pressure to him, like, dude, you're the guy right now.
Yep.
Other than that, man, not a lot. Like, I'm looking at the results. I'm cheating. Sorry, unprofessional.
We're not cheating. It's just part of it.
I look unprofessional because I should know. But
We didn't even know who got fit there for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, sorry, I was at the race. It was St. Patty's Day. I may have had a pineapple vodka or two.
I was getting free shots at the Hard Rock because they were closing.
Oh, yeah, Hard Rock was closing, unfortunately.
I was sleeping.
Sucks to suck.
I don't even have a Leatt low-key ride for this one. Actually, you know what I do? Leatt, how about a Leatt surprise?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a new thing.
You want a Leatt?
Who was it? No, I don't want a Leatt surprise, buddy.
I always feel like I'm sitting way close.
Who was it?
Like
You want a Leatt surprise?
Who was the Leatt surprise?
Just give it to me.
7 deuce deuce.
He did make a main.
7 deuce.
How many times is the HEP team going to be in the LCQ with all three of their guys?
Oh, dude. And then I was watching, and they were like 3, 4, 5, and I was like, oh, this is good. Because A-Ray was fit, too. And I'm like, he'll blow Chiz and the 7 deuce off the berm.
Speaking of the Leatt guys, broken femur for Cole
I know.
Martinez.
Ooh, bum. Super bum.
Yeah,
Super bum.
that sucks.
Unfortunately, our protection had nothing to do with that.
No, it didn't. No, I didn't even see what happened, to be honest.
It wasn't Leatt's fault.
It was in the section
at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the end of the stadium where it was double, over table, single, or something like that. I don't know if he got cross-rutted or... Yeah, shout out Cole Martinez. I think that might be a career ender for Cole Martinez. It was really hard for him to come back for that broken leg before.
Well, hopefully you guys give him a job.
Yeah.
Maybe
Jared Brown is working his balls off for Leatt right now.
Maybe Leatt gives him a job and he can be a test guy or something.
An ambassador or something?
Yeah, like an ambassador, test the shit out. I don't know. Cole, he's a smart dude.
Yeah.
I've talked to him quite a bit. He's a smart guy.
Smart guy. Jared Brown runs our social media.
George Jet Brown.
George Jefferson,
the Jet.
All right, let's
wrap
this up.
Man, I love Jared. Awesome guy. Shout out Jared. I doubt you watch this.
We got like 5 minutes left.
So Seattle. Back on the West Coast, boys. Back on the West Coast. That fucking sucks because we're going back to 10 o'clock rounds. God, I'm getting old. I can't.
Got stuff to do anyway, so I got time. Anyway. So I got AC winning.
Is it back to West Coast 250s?
Yeah, man.
I'm going Frenchie.
AC. It's gonna be in the mud. AC's gonna win.
I go Frenchie.
AC's winning.
I'm gonna go Frenchie because I think it's gonna be in the mud, and then I think AC he gets.
Who you got for the 450s?
I have 2. Well, it depends on the weather. If it rains, I pick Marv. If it's dry, I think Coop rebounds and shows everybody who the man is, and that happens.
If it rains, I think Tomac's winning. If it's dry,
what the hell?
I think Ben LeMay podiums. No.
No. Hold up.
All right, technical difficulties.
So wait a minute.
Ben LeMay, no, for real though, if it is rainy, Ben LeMay will be a great fantasy pick.
Yes, he will, and it'll be like a handicap of 8 to 10.
I picked him this week. So
he did shitty this week.
So
thank you.
Justin and I will talk about it in our own podcast.
Yeah, our own podcast.
Okay, that'll happen.
The StubHub. StubHub fantasy pick.
All right, who do you got for 450 winning though?
Whew.
Feel the pressure.
I'd like to see. Man, if it's a little more outdoorsy, I haven't seen the track map.
It's busy.
Is it technical?
It's technical. It's like I said, if it rains,
if it's technical and ruddy, Marv goes back.
That's why I say
he goes back to back. 250 class, like I said, French. It's going to be a Frenchie sweep. And
but if it's dry,
David Villeman will be on the podium with a shirt off.
What happens if it's dry though? You don't think that
I think even if it's dry, it's still going to be ruddy.
It's going to be super soft, and maybe they bring back the moon dirt.
The moon dirt.
You remember that from 2 years ago?
The moon dirt.
That's like great.
Okay, so I gotta just ask you a question though. I just went ham on talking shit about Eli, and you think he's going to win?
Dude, if it rains, yeah.
What happens if it doesn't rain?
I think his drugs kick back in and he peaks.
I think Eli is mentally fucked for the rest of the year, and I think he's going to be lucky to get like a second or a first. I think he's going to be. I think the best.
You think this race right here was the mental defeater?
Yeah, because what is he going to go back and say? Oh, man.
I won the last mud race, so if we get a mudder, which is an opportunity.
But the thing is, dude, you went from winning at Daytona to you got dropped without having a bike issue or crashing. What is he going to have to build on? Because the guys can only build on mental shit for so much before they look themselves in the mirror and go...
You don't think the mud is so different, though, that he looks in the mirror and goes, oh, I won the last one.
Like soft dirt? Do you think that... Well,
no, I don't, because I don't think he's that good in the soft dirt and Supercross. I don't think he's as good as everybody thinks he is.
More like softer outdoor style is a different story.
That is different. We all know that that's different. Yeah. But we're talking about, hey, you're going to go 3-3 and you're going to have ruts from the landing all the way up to the face. That race did it for me right there. Now, yeah, maybe he wins another race this year. But to me, what is he going to go back to his crew and go, Yep. I can say positive things about shit right now. What is he gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, I got dropped in 4th. My mechanic left me.
Bro, he went from second to 15 seconds back, and Barsha was catching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we all know how this stuff goes, but what is he gonna say to himself? Be like, you can't just be like low key in the mirror and be like, oh yeah, I'm still. No, dude. That's
the best thing for him is to try and shut people like us up.
Maybe him and Kenny crash together on the start, and they just go, fuck it, we're done.
You think they just sit down and they pop a Monster and Red Bull over?
I'm just going to be like,
watch?
Hey, dude, you remember that time when we were beating Dungy and Villapoto? You remember when that was cool?
Oh, boy.
Remember when Webb gave me the gunslinger? And that pretty much...
All right.
All right, no, so in all seriousness, though, one last question. How bad does Marv move away from Eli and Kenny in the points now that he's...
I think it's a two-man show for sure. Marvin.
How close do you think Marv gets it? A little bit closer now that Coop's kind of...
I think he's... I want to ask you guys something.
I think he's 10.
All right, so we got... Oh, go ahead.
Right.
I don't really have an opinion on what you just asked, but...
It's cool.
Who do you think is going to have a breakout ride by the end of the year?
Or 6 rounds to go? Dude, I think I got to go with Joey Savacci.
Zach.
Really?
I think he's going to have the top 5.
Who?
Yeah, but don't you think... But, dude, you just said you think Joey could get a podium.
Yeah, I think Joey could podium.
So, wait a minute. So, okay, I get what you're saying, that it's more of a surprise with the way, with Zacho, everything he's going through to get a top 5.
Yeah.
Then we're... Okay.
Yeah, because Joey's been building towards that, so I don't think that's going to really surprise anyone.
Right, so
I mean,
for
he's
Osborne
been
to come in 3rd round.
How crazy would it be that if Joey and Zacho went 1-2?
That'd be awesome.
But Joey...
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, let's be real. Joey's better than Zacho.
Well,
yeah. Yeah, he's better.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, we'll see what happens. It goes in outdoors. Things will change. Things might change, but I don't think they're going to. But yeah, I think I can see Joey and Zacho being in the top 5 at the same time.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll move this train to Seattle and be sitting my happy ass on the couch watching it this year. It's been a crazy month of Moto mayhem.
You've ridden it all this month?
No, I'm talking about I went to Detroit, I went to Daytona, and I went to Indy.
Didn't you ride with the Phoenix boys?
And I rode with the Phoenix GNCC boys.
Who was that?
And there's a privateer guy there, Michael Fowler. Don't even know who he is.
I know who he is.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways.
He knows who everybody
All right.
is.
Who was that?
We'll talk about him in a second. But
Who was on the GNCC?
Can we just wrap the show up because we're going long? I gotta edit this.
But hey, I do want to point out. I do want to say something. Big Air Tom Covington was there riding the turn track, and I felt fairly confident on my Husky 125 that I was borrowing. That Big Air Tom was not looking too good.
Bro, outdoors. That's all I gotta say.
This track was gnarly. It was an outdoor style track, and Big Air Tom was not doing it.
He'll be fine outdoors. It's okay.
All right, cool. So this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings and Leatt Protectives. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you can't watch, make sure to listen on iTunes and SoundCloud for the podcast.
Let us know about that Stu podcast.
Let us know about that Stu podcast.
Let us know any ideas you have that you want to hear us bullshit about.
Let us know about me and Cole's podcast.
Click all the links in the description below to help support us, and we will see everyone next week after Seattle.
Cole's just like, I'm not even going to try. I don't know what you